and welcome to my Mobile Ultrasound Business Podcast. Buckle up as we talk about an array of topics relating to the mobile ultrasound business industry. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you love our content. The wait is now over, and we are live in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the My Mobile Ultrasound Business Podcast. Here, where we talking about an array of topics relating to the mobile ultrasound business industry and mobile ultrasound in general. So today is episode 3, and I'm excited to be back on this podcast where I am your host. My name is Austin, and I'm the founder of mymobileultrasoundbusiness.com, and I'm also a sonographer. And the purpose of this podcast is to just deliver value, free information, tips, pretty much anything that can help you guys get started on your mobile ultrasound business journey or just ultrasound in general. So, all right, today the topic of discussion for episode 3 is what makes the mobile ultrasound business attractive. So we're going to be talking about all the things that make mobile ultrasound as a business model attractive, and we're just going to go into detail and discuss some of these things. So let's start right off. So first we have low startup costs. So if you guys are not familiar with businesses, but a lot of businesses have super high startup costs. So it is not it is not uncommon for a new business to require intensive capital when starting out, right? So, for example, for some franchises, for example, I'll just say McDonald's because a lot of people are familiar with McDonald's franchises. Like they can require up to like $1 million in liquid assets and $1 million in assets in order to join their franchise model in order to operate and own a McDonald's franchise. Even other business models, let's say you start a t-shirt company where you have a huge warehouse and you're screen printing or making t-shirts, that equipment can cost upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So, even in other businesses like a car wash business, a business like that can be $300 to $500 easy in startup costs, right? But with ultrasound, guess what, guys? We only have to have a machine and we have to have compliant contracts and service agreements. And then, in addition, we also have to have our um our liability and professional insurance as well to keep us protected on that side. Outside of that, your costs are going to be minimal. Outside of that, your costs are going to be concentrated towards your marketing and sales efforts and also towards your administrative and overhead efforts such as hiring expenses, background checks, things like that. So the mobile ultrasound business has really low startup costs. Like I said, your main cost is going to be your ultrasound machine, and we even try to minimize that for a lot of our clients by telling them to lease a machine at the beginning until they get a few clients and until they get a few accounts to service. We say, hey, it's best for you guys to just lease a machine. You're going to be paying between 700 to 1,000 bucks per month to lease the machine in the beginning, but you're going to come out a lot better versus just going out and financing the machine for like 20, $30,000 in the beginning where you don't have a ton of contracts or you don't have a ton of clients and accounts yet. So start slowly and scale your way up. There's also refurbished machines out there that can be anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000, $15,000 for a starting point. So never discount getting a refurbished machine. A lot of refurbished machines are really good quality. They've been refurbished and certified by equipment manufacturers, and they are an excellent source of capital equipment to get started in this business without spending a lot of money. Okay, so that was the first point, low startup costs. Okay, the second point is that you can scale as you grow and get new customers. So what do we mean by this? Okay, So you don't have to just start out buying 5 ultrasound machines, 2 ultrasound machines. You can start out literally with your business and have 0 ultrasound machines. Like I just said previously, you can start your business with 0 ultrasound machines. The most important part is your marketing and sales in the beginning, and also having those compliant service agreements that are federally compliant and they abide by the federal health care law, statutes, and regulations. And we provide that in our program. So that's going to be the most important thing. And then number two, you want to focus on getting contracts and accounts to service. So you want to focus on your marketing and sales. So you can literally start your business without even having a machine. And then as you start to grow and get more clients, more accounts, more physicians that love your service, more people that want to use your services, then you can always scale up and grab another machine, right? So that's number two. Number three, okay, number three is flexibility. So one of the things I really, really love about the mobile ultrasound business is the flexibility that comes with it. So what do we mean by this? So, okay, flexibility. So you can choose how many days per week you want to work. Also, let's say, you know what? I want to work and do this thing, but I only want to work on weekends. Well, guess what? There are cases where you can only work on weekends. You can say, "Hey, I'm gonna work 24 hours on the weekend. I'm going to make my company and myself available for 24 hours. I'm going to do 12. I'm going to hire another tech to do the other 12. Or you know what? I'm just going to do the entire 12." And you can do that. You can service urgent cares. You can service ERs. You can service rural locations, hospitals. There's a tons and tons of business out there to be had. So the flexibility in this business model is awesome. If you only want to work 2 days a week, that's great. You can do that. If you want to work 5 days a week from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, guess what? You can do that. If you want to provide services in the nighttime and evening time, guess what, guys? You can do that too. The flexibility is there. So that is a huge advantage of mobile ultrasound businesses, and it definitely makes the mobile ultrasound business model attractive. Alrighty, number four is location, location, location. Okay, number four is that the mobile ultrasound business model is very location friendly. Okay, you say, Austin, what do you mean it's location friendly? So basically, with the mobile ultrasound business model, you can literally go anywhere and scan. Like it's crazy. Sometimes I have to think about this. You can literally go anywhere and scan. So a lot of people come to me and they're like, "Well, Austin, I just don't know if there's going to be any clients in my area where I live or the area that I want to service." And I'm like, "Hey, have you pulled up Google Maps? Look, look an hour radius. Like draw a circle around where you live and figure out where the hour radius is, figure out where the 2 hour radius is, and then draw a third circle and figure out where the 3 hour radius is. Because this business is very, very location friendly. You have a portable machine, a portable laptop based unit you can pack up in a portable bag. Throw all your supplies in the trunk or in the back seat of your car and go service those clients. Guys, there's really not any excuses. There's no excuses. There's only excuses when there's a lack of creativity and a lack of imagination. Guys, you can literally drive in your car, go to a site, work 8 hours a day, and make $1,200 to $1,500. I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely drive 2 to 3 hours for $1,000 day for a $1,200 day. Okay, so guys, no excuses. The business is very location friendly. Don't be afraid to go out of your location that you live in. Call on different clinics 2 to 3 hours outside of your location area, your area that you service. Don't be afraid to get those out of town clients, those out of town accounts and contracts. Location, location, location. Get in the car and drive. If you're not getting any business, you're not getting any reception to your business model locally, guys, like there's doctors' offices everywhere. Don't be afraid to travel. That's all I'm gonna say. 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours. You can make $1,000 to $1,500, $2,000 for 24 hours. Go. There's business out there. It doesn't matter. Go get the clients. Stay busy, start working. Okay, guys, and that opens up your marketing territory in a huge way. Literally, the contracts are designed to be compliant with federal regulations. So even if you have to go into another state, as long as you check that state's rules and regulations and check with the imaging authority in that state to make sure there are no additional requirements, you guys can travel to different states as well and perform these ultrasound service. So guys, there's no excuses. This business is very location friendly. Alrighty. Number 5, this business is very, very easy to manage. So most ultrasound techs are already going to have those management skills because guess what? We're in and out dealing with patients. We know how to do patients on time. So let's just face it, when we're working in the clinics, the doctors and the clinic managers, office managers, they're not letting us spend 3 hours per patient. So we know how to manage our time. That's very important because you'll have those skills moving forward when you start your ultrasound business. You'll be able to manage the techs, you'll be able to find clients, hire techs, and do all of the essential management skills that are necessary. Some of those include hiring techs, finding clients, scheduling the tech for those particular clients, billing, which is simply billing your payers or billing your physician clients when you service their accounts the following month. Quality assurance, making sure all of your images and everything is going good, making sure your techs are following the protocols, and then you simply rinse and repeat, baby. So this business is really, really easy to manage. Alrighty. So step number this business has multiple revenue streams. You can service accounts in a clinic. You can set up screening programs. You can set up employee health programs. And we'll have another podcast talking more about that later. But this business really, really allows you to have multiple revenue streams. So that is a huge advantage of this business. So guys, remember, if you're not busy, you can always, always develop another revenue stream and go out and sell your services and find clients that are interested in your service offering. Alrighty. Last but not least, we have our last benefit that makes the ultrasound business attractive, and this is number 7, which is have fun doing what you love and making money. Alrighty, guys. Now we have our last step, number 7, of what makes the mobile ultrasound business attractive, and that is you can have fun doing what you love and make money while you do it. So, guys, you guys love ultrasound. You've been doing it for years and years and years. So why not do what you love, make money, manage your hours, manage your schedule, have freedom. So one of the main things you want to focus on with this, you want to get your time back. If you don't want to work weekends anymore, guess what? You don't have to work weekends. If you don't want to work call anymore throughout the week, guess what? You don't have to do call anymore. You can take your time back and have fun doing what you love. Alrighty, guys, that's all I have for this podcast today. If you guys have any questions on episode 3 or anything, please go to www.mymobileultrasoundbusiness.com and send us a message on the chat and we will respond to you right away. If you guys are interested in joining the My Mobile Ultrasound Business Consulting Program, send us a message and we'll talk about pricing, what's included in the program, and we'll get you started right away, right away. Alrighty, guys, that's all I have for today. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, and I'm out.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. If you are interested in starting your very own mobile ultrasound business, please visit us online at www.mymobileultrasoundbusiness.com.